Hi, Dr. Heather here from Wellspring Chiropractic Lifestyle Center. Maybe you're expecting or hoping to soon, or maybe you know someone who is. Maybe you are delighted about this, or terrified, or something in between. At Wellspring Chiropractic Lifestyle Center, we believe that the state of being pregnant is a natural state, that your body's actually designed for it. And so maybe you want to be proactive so you have the healthiest pregnancy possible, or maybe you're struggling right now and wishing that you actually had prepped for this a little bit more. What we want to do to help women is to make sure they have the best outcomes, and we do that by starting with just sitting down with them and seeing what their challenges are. Some of the challenges that we see in pregnant women that come to see us are back pain, pelvic pain, that kind of thing, especially when the ligaments start to get looser and your belly's growing and your center of gravity is changing. We'll also see headaches that some women complain of. And then there are the mood swings that happen when the hormones kick in that are helping your body to be ready to give birth, but at the same time can be very disruptive to what we're trying to accomplish in our life. We also find that women are concerned about what should they start eating, what should they stop eating, what supplements should they be taking. And then they have concerns about, what if my baby is breech? What if I have blood pressure problems, preeclampsia, or blood sugar problems with gestational diabetes? So there are so many concerns that people have about their pregnancies, and we want to just sit down and find out, what are your concerns? So we start by being very thorough and doing a consultation that will look at not just where you are right now, but what are all the things that have accumulated over time that led you to where you are right now? What is it from your past that you're bringing into your pregnancy that may be something that we'll also have to reconcile? And then we're going to get very clear about what your goals are. What are the things that you want to see happen for yourself and your baby? And then we will do our exam. So our exam is going to include me getting my hands on your spine so your body can tell us some things. And then we're going to look at exactly what scans or exams we need to run. So we use completely safe technology, all non-invasive, but at the highest level, the state of the art. And it's actually technology that the astronauts use to measure their health. And this is what we use so that we can get a complete picture of your nervous system. Your brain is in charge of running everything. It has to get the messages through your spine, out through the nerve roots to every cell in the body and back again. And as long as that happens, you get to be healthy. So we need to check what's happening in your nervous system. The scans show us what is happening in the nerve supply to the muscles, the nerve supply to the organs, how well you're managing the stresses that you're under, and even how well your brain is tracking where your body is in space. Because if that's skewed or twisted or torqued, that actually could have a big impact on what happens when you're ready to deliver that child. So we look at all those things, we study that, and then we come up with a plan. If we do see things that we can help you with, we want to be very specific about it. So we'll come up with a plan that's going to get you to the optimum birth that you want for you and your baby. And we look at all the pieces that are involved, including nutrition. Do you need to make nutritional changes? Do you need to make some changes in how you're moving your body, exercises? We put all of that together so we have that plan in place for you. Now, there are studies that show that chiropractic gets great results when it's helping women that are pregnant. And there was one study that, in particular, that just blew me away. It was from Chicago Blue Cross Blue Shield. They actually did a study looking over a 7-year period. They had over 700,000 visits that they looked at. And what they did is they gave people the option, either go see your traditional medical doctor as your primary care physician, or you could go see a chiropractor. And at the end of the 7 years, when they looked at the data, not only were they impressed with how it cost less money for those that chose chiropractic and they had better health outcomes, but when they specifically looked at the incidence of C-sections in that part of Illinois, 22% of women going to have birth were going to have a C-section, 22%. Over that 7-year period, the women that had chosen chiropractors for their primary care, there were 0 C-sections in 7 years. That was impressive to see that in a study, and it mirrors what I see in my own practice. that we can actually help you with drug-free natural solutions. That means avoiding medications that may be dangerous to your baby, because we're actually helping your body by going to what the cause is of the problem, correcting the cause, and letting that natural state that your body was designed for express itself in the most optimum way. And starting early on in the pregnancy is where we're going to get our best results, because we can find things early and we can just nip them in the bud. We can just get things right back on track before it causes a bigger problem that might lead to dangerous interventions. I hope that you found that this was helpful. If you did, please share it with the women you know that care about this, and I look forward to sharing more with you again soon.